That's why no one did 4 Premier Leagues in a row. That's the reason why it's so difficult.
7 years of dominance, a dynasty so ruthless even the Mona Lisa would look away. So why is Manchester City, the club that turned football into a science, suddenly playing like a broken algorithm? Meet Pep Guardiola's empire, crumbling faster than a TikTok trend. Once upon a time, City didn't just beat teams, they deleted them. Possession, 80%. Goals, poetry. Egos, bigger than Sheikh Mansour's yacht collection. Fast forward to 2024, a defense aging faster than a Haaland meme. A minefield held together by duct tape and prayer. And Pep staring at his tactics board like it's written in Morse code. But here's the twist. This isn't just bad luck, it's karma. A perfect storm of injuries, aging icons, and rivals finally cracking Pep's cheat code. Oh, and let's not forget the Premier League's lawyers lurking like vultures at a financial audit. History doesn't repeat, it roasts. Fernandinho's ghost is laughing, Rodri's absence isn't a hiccup, it's a hemorrhage. And Kevin De Bruyne, let's just say Father Time tackles harder than Roy Keane. Teams aren't scared anymore, they're studying, waiting, parking buses, launching counters and laughing at Pep's inverted fullback whiteboard art. The blueprint to beat City? It's gone viral. And the scariest part? Guardiola's genius might finally be predictable. This isn't a slump, it's a reckoning. The club that rewrote the rules is now trapped in its own plot twist. So grab your popcorn, the empire is burning, and the flames? They're bluer than you think. Since arriving in 2016, Guardiola has transformed City into a juggernaut. 6 Premier League titles, including a historic 100-point season and a domestic treble. Under Pep, City became the second English side to achieve a European treble. Premier League, FA Cup, UCL in 2022-23. They've lifted 4 EFL Cups, 2 FA Cups, 3 Community Shields, 1 UEFA Super Cup, 1 FIFA Club World Cup and 1 UEFA Champions League, amassing 18 major trophies. Guardiola's win rate? A staggering 73% as of May 2024, with over 900 goals scored in his tenure. The 2022-23 season saw City smash the Premier League goals record, 151 in all comps at an average just shy of 2.5 goals per game, fueled by Erling Haaland's 36 goal in 35 appearances league haul, a single-season record. 7 years of rewriting history, now reduced to rewriting obituaries. Their recent Manchester derby wasn't a football match, it was a funeral. A goalless draw so lifeless, even the VAR screen fell asleep. But here's the kicker. This wasn't a blip, it was a mirror, a reflection of a dynasty crumbling in real time. KDB's last dance? More like a TikTok shuffle gone wrong. The king of assists reduced to chasing shadows. Phil Foden, once the golden boy, now a ghost, losing passes, missing sitters, and completing less than a toddler's jigsaw puzzle. Even Pep's genius looked like a ChatGPT glitch. This isn't burnout, it's rigor mortis. A squad so exhausted, they make jet lag look energetic. Haaland, too busy racking up air miles for Norway. Bernardo Silva, playing 210 minutes for Portugal like it's jury duty. And Pep, staring at his inverted fullback whiteboard like it's a crossword puzzle. United parked a double-decker bus. City brought a tricycle. No urgency, no ideas, just possession porn with no climax. Bournemouth's era ball died in spring. City's Pep ball flatlined in autumn. Even Rodri called it, football's being milked like a cash cow. These guys aren't athletes, they're lab rats in FIFA's endless grind. The rebuild? More like a hospice. Aging stars, jet-lagged kids, and a summer in America chasing Infantino's money trophy. Last time City party post-tournament? They stumbled into autumn like fresh as on a bender. Now, with KDB retiring, Foden resetting, and Pep's Morse code tactics, the empire isn't falling, it's imploding. Final shot. Guardiola squinting at a 115 charges banner, whispering, "History doesn't repeat." But damn, it roasts. Do you want to know why City is failing miserably after 7 successful seasons? Let's dive into the analysis. But before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. 7 years of rewriting football's rulebook, a dynasty built on precision, control, and Pep Guardiola's genius. But in 2024, Manchester City's blueprint is being tested like never before. A Champions League exit in Madrid, a 20-point gap to Liverpool, a derby that felt like a dirge. Is this the end of an era or a wake-up call? Let's dissect the storm. City's squad isn't just aging, it's exhausted. Kevin De Bruyne, once the engine of their creativity, has missed 12 games this season. Rodri's absence isn't a hole, it's a chasm. Without him, City lose 33% of games. With him, just 11%. He's their anchor, their metronome, and without him, the rhythm collapses. Pep Guardiola revolutionized football with tiki-taka, a symphony of possession and positioning. But football evolves. Today, it's about transitions, chaos, and how fast we can punish mistakes. Bournemouth and Brighton aren't just teams, they're trendsetters. High turnovers? Up 27% since 2018. Direct attacks? Up 34%. Teams now hunt City's possession, exploiting gaps Guardiola's system never accounted for. Here's what only scouts know. Opponents dissect City's pre-season documentaries to decode their drills. The same pattern since 2018, the same routines. It's like facing a chess grandmaster who only plays one opening. Guardiola's genius isn't failing, it's being mirrored. Liverpool added control to chaos. Arsenal weaponized pressing. Brighton turned transitions into art. The Premier League didn't outsmart Pep, it out-evolved him. Even Pep admits you have to ride the rhythm. Translation, the era of total control is over. The new meta? Fluidity, flexibility, fearlessness. The stats don't lie. Passes per defensive action, PPDA, have dropped to 8.1, the lowest since Pep's arrival. Teams press harder, faster, smarter. City's control now feels predictable. The rebuild isn't optional. With the Saudi-funded Club World Cup looming and FFP scrutiny intensifying, City must choose, cling to the past or embrace a new identity. Pep's legacy? It's not at risk, it's at a crossroads. But the good thing is Manchester City's recent challenges, aging stars, tactical predictability and fixture fatigue are not insurmountable. Pep Guardiola's ability to innovate and adapt has defined his career, and this moment demands another masterstroke. To reclaim their throne, City must blend tactical evolution, strategic squad renewal, and psychological rejuvenation. Pep Guardiola's path back to glory lies in blending City's seasoned stars with their explosive young talent. Jeremy Doku's blistering pace and 1v1 chaos can reignite stagnant attacks, while Savino offers unpredictable flair on the right, mirroring Doku's impact. They just need to start scoring crazy like Mahrez and Sterling used to do, and the competition for goals and assists needs to go higher. Joško Vardiol, already a hybrid centre-back left-back, can evolve into a Stones-like midfielder defender, adding tactical fluidity. The academy pipeline is key. James McAtee, returning from a stellar Sheffield United loan, can rotate with De Bruyne or Foden, injecting creativity without disrupting rhythm. Omar Marmoush, Egyptian sniper, provides directness off the bench ideal for breaking mid-blocks. Abdulkadir Kuzanov, Uzbek CB, offers defensive depth, learning from Ruben Dias's leadership while easing Akanji's workload. Guardiola must pair youth with veterans strategically. Doku plus Bernard Silva. Silva's guile balances, Doku's raw speed creating left-side synergy. Savino plus Rodri. Rodri's control allows Savino to gamble on runs, mirroring Mahrez's old role. Vardiol plus Stones, a hybrid defensive duo, alternating between backline solidity and midfield overloads. This fusion of fearless youth and veteran IQ can revive City's edge. Guardiola's genius? Turning potential into trophies. With these pieces, the noisy neighbours won't stay quiet for long. Also, confidence has dipped, leading to passive spells and uncharacteristic errors. Guardiola, a master motivator, must rebuild belief. Highlighting past triumphs like the 2023 treble can remind the squad of their ceiling. Integrating new leaders like Phil Foden, Bob to replace departing veterans will ensure standards remain sky high. Frankie de Jong's recent critique of football's commercial milkening resonates here. Guardiola must shield his players from external noise, fostering a us-against-the-world mentality. History never doubts Pep Guardiola. At Barcelona, he redefined tiki-taka by unleashing Messi's false nine genius. At Bayern, he fused possession with brute physicality. Now at Manchester City, his greatest challenge awaits, blending control with chaos, tradition with innovation, and veterans like Rodri with explosive youth like Jeremy Doku, Savinho and Joško Vardiol. The Premier League's tactical arms race won't pause. Liverpool's precision, Arsenal's pressing and Forest's transitions demand urgency. But Guardiola thrives here, interrogating academy stars like James McAtee, alongside savvy signings Omar Marmoush. Vardiol's defensive hybridity, Savinho's audacity, offers a blueprint. Doku's 1v1 chaos paired with Bernardo's guile, Rodri's control unlocking Savinho's runs. These combinations could reignite City's edge. The road is steep, but Guardiola's genius lies in turning pressure into reinvention. Trusting youth isn't a gamble, it's a necessity. McAtee's creativity, Marmoush's directness, and Kusanov's grit can inject freshness while veterans stabilise the core. Pep's legacy isn't trophies, it's evolution. The Premier League's new guard may rise, but City's dynasty isn't over. It's evolving with ruthless rotation, tactical fluidity, and a squad hungry to prove doubters wrong. The noisy neighbours will roar again. The question isn't if Guardiola adapts, it's how many jaws drop when he does.